did it all by myself.
If this economy has you DIYing it right alongside everybody else, then you're in the right place. I think social media has convinced us that every bathroom needs a $20,000 renovation, but when we moved into this house, I knew we couldn't renovate every room at once. And honestly, this bathroom wasn't anywhere near the top of the list. But then I went thrifting and found this blue and white vase that immediately made me think Ralph Lauren Interiors, classic, collected, and timeless. And then I also found this llama picture. My daughter absolutely hates it, but, I think my husband's on board, which, if she hates it, it kind of made me love it even more. So, instead of waiting for the perfect budget or the perfect timing, I decided to start making smaller changes that could make a big impact. Today, I'm going to show you some of the simplest ways to update a bathroom on a budget, one project at a time. We're changing the lighting, adding wallpaper, refreshing the grout, adding privacy to a window, painting the walls, and slowly turning this bathroom into a Ralph Lauren inspired space, one decision at a time. Before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about this series. I'm calling it the Thrifted Home Revival, and the idea is that every room in my house starts with a thrifted find. Last time, it was the lamp that inspired my entire entryway makeover. And honestly, that room reminded me that you don't always have to start with a design plan. Sometimes you can start with one thing that you love and let the room grow from there. For this bathroom, it started with the blue and white vase. And then, of course, there's the llama picture that my daughter absolutely hates. But honestly, I think those quirky pieces are what make a home feel personal. I don't think the best homes are copied, I think they're collected. A perfect example of this is that for the bathroom, I found this mirror at Goodwill, but it was in Austin, and it was $24.99 and half off. I think it would fit in our bathroom perfect.
Gotta make it 6.5 hours home.
You gonna drive nice?
No, I never drive nice.
We literally had my daughter sitting sideways in the back seat all the way home because we were determined to bring it home. Yeah, I feel kind of bad about that, but so worth it for this mirror. So before I changed a single thing in this bathroom, I already had the inspiration. Now I just have to figure out how to get this very yellow bathroom to cooperate. And if you love affordable home projects, thrift finds, and making a home feel collected one room at a time, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow along. In the last video, we completely transformed these cabinets, and honestly, they gave me the confidence to keep going in this room. Today, we are going to take on everything else. And remember, beautiful homes aren't just for big budgets. The first thing that had to go in this bathroom was the lighting. The original fixture wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't helping me get to the look I wanted for this room. One thing I've learned over the years is that lighting can completely change how a space feels. Instead of buying a brand new fixture, I decided to reuse what I already had. I am moving the fixture higher up on the wall. I have this set up. We're gonna cut a hole in the wall. I'm excited to move the light up. We're gonna do this. I'm kind of nervous. I've never done this before, but we're just gonna try, Which honestly felt a little intimidating. I totally think I can do this. There's my hanger. I'm a little bit nervous about how to put this on there. Overdo it. Okay. There it is. Oh my gosh, I did this. I did it all by myself. Just did that all by myself. Up next, I spray painted the fixture. Added some rub and buff in my favorite European gold, and then replaced the globes. And I replaced them with these affordable ones from Lowe's. They were $12 each. And honestly, this is the kind of project I love because it makes a huge impact and you don't have to spend a lot of money. It is kind of amazing because light fixtures are ridiculous right now. And this cost me $36. After I pulled the wire up, I patched the original hole using a $6 patch kit from Walmart, which was honestly so much easier than I expected.
I'm so short.
I got the mesh on, I got the spackle on. We're gonna let it dry for about 2 hours, and then we'll come back and sand it, and then I'll be able to put the mirror up. I'm gonna be super honest here. I completely forgot about this light fixture, but I will tell you I did the exact same process with this one as I did with the other one, but I didn't move it up because I think it looks good where it is in this smaller room. Once the patch was dry, we went ahead and added the mirror because I wanted to see if it would fit perfectly in that space. We measured using some painter's tape and it worked perfectly. But sometimes it's a little difficult working with teenagers.
That video's gonna see us just like, come on! It's on! Like, I'm trying! I'm already trying, bro. Maybe don't post that one.
She's actually an amazing helper, and I was so thankful because she helped me hold the light while I wired it and we screwed it in. I am so excited, but there's so much more to go. After I finished the lights and the mirror, I planned on getting this video out quicker, but it actually ended up being delayed because we had one of the biggest hailstorms I've ever experienced. Tennis ball and even baseball sized hail. It knocked out our skylight, damaged our cars, and honestly, everything kind of came to a stop for a few days. But after that, it felt really good to come back to the project, make some progress again. And I even got to rescue a baby bird, which was super cute. So, let's get back to reviving the bathroom. This is where the bathroom really started to change. Now, I have to be honest, I don't usually reach for peel and stick wallpaper. I've used traditional wallpaper quite a bit, and I've used peel and stick. And normally, the traditional is my preference, but I was honestly really surprised by this one. This is a Chris Loves Julia wallpaper from Lowe's, and one of the things I appreciated so much is that it was forgiving. I could pull it back off, reposition it, and smooth it back down without damaging it or fighting with it the entire time. And as you can see, my walls have some texture on them, and it stuck really well. For someone who may be thinking of using wallpaper for the first time, I think that is a huge advantage. Once it started going up, this was really the first time I could see the vision for the room coming together. I felt that Ralph Lauren aesthetic, and I was so excited. The wallpaper started adding warmth, character, and just enough pattern to make the room feel intentional. And honestly, this was the moment the bathroom stopped feeling yellow and started feeling like a room that I had imagined. It's looking so good. I'm going to give you my 3 best tips for peel and stick, and we're going to move on to chapter 4. Do you remember when we talked about this being a prison? Let's look one more time. I literally look out at a concrete wall. Let's change that. This is a static cling window fill, and we're gonna see if it works. Okay, but wouldn't that be amazing if that's how it worked? Honestly, this was really simple. The only problem was that I ordered one that was a teeny bit too small for my window, but it actually looked okay. Here's what you do. You take your window, you measure the film, cut the film. It actually had lines that were easy to cut on. Wash your window, make sure it's clean, spray it with water, stick the film on there, and then just smooth it out. The bubbles and the water come out, and it looks amazing, and it gives you the coolest look and the privacy, and you don't have to look at the prison concrete outside of your window anymore. And the best part is, it was about $10 on Amazon. Now that the room was starting to feel brighter, the floors actually looked even darker. And honestly, that's something that happens a lot in homes. One update helps you see what needs attention next. I've actually shared an entire video showing exactly how I refresh grout, so I will link that below if you'd like all the details, but I couldn't ignore the floors any longer, and the grout ended up making a much bigger difference than I expected. What do you think? Definitely let me know in the comments if you would like to use this or what you think. All right, all of the big things are done with the bathroom. We have one more thing to do. We're going to paint. And I have asked a helper to come help me. He's tall, and he is... Oh, look,
Same height.
I look the same height as you. I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
All right.
You are so cute and so little.
So he's gonna help.
Ooh.
There's a difference in that color though.
Yeah.
Once the lighting, wallpaper, and grout were finished, the yellow walls suddenly became impossible to ignore. So the very last thing we tackled was painting the walls and ceilings, and thankfully my very tall husband stepped in to help because he can actually reach the ceilings much easier than I can. And honestly, one coat of paint can completely change the feeling of this room. The walls felt lighter, the ceilings felt taller, and all of the other decisions finally had a chance to shine. It's kind of hard to believe that this is what the bathroom looked like just a few weeks ago. The room still isn't completely finished. I still have thrifted pieces to bring in, including the llama picture that my daughter still isn't convinced about. But I think that's the point of this series. Beautiful homes aren't built all at once. They're collected, they're layered, and they're revived one decision at a time. And I can't wait to show you where this room goes next. As always, thank you so much for being here with the Flipper's Guide. I will see you next time.
Tight budgets, timeless designs, that's how you make it shine. The Flipper's Guide, make it last.